Hello there friends, it's CS2 News Hub. In today's video, Karrigan might leave Faze, Vitality's secret strats, S1mPle's do or die, and the results of Blastostin Major Stage 1. Plus, as always, a bunch of other exciting news from the world of CS2, so without further ado, let's get straight to it. And I think we should kick off today's video with a topic that we touched on earlier. In one of our previous episodes, we mentioned that Bait launched a poll on their Telegram channel asking fans whether the team should attend the FISSURE playground or not. The majority voted in favor, but in the end the org turned down the invite. In their official statement, Bait said that the community's opinion and support when it comes to playing on the Tier 1 scene matters a lot to them, but they've decided to skip the event, even with all the risks. Although they teased another tournament invite that has already come in and will be announced soon. At the time of the announcement, 52% of fans had voted yes to attending. The reason for the refusal is basically that the tournament's title sponsor is tied to Russia, so you can connect the dots. Continuing with the updates from our previous videos, we couldn't skip this one. Kyousuke has officially confirmed that he's currently benched due to health reasons and recently underwent eye surgery. According to him, the operation went well and things are much better now, but for the first 16 hours afterwards he couldn't see at all, like totally. But well, now looks like nothing is holding him back. I will just remind you that we are all waiting for the 12th of June to come, so Falcons will make some official announcement about Kyousuke, I guess? Or maybe Team Spirit? Well, we'll see. Before we move on to the next news, let me tell you about CSGO Fast, as they're turning 10 years. CSGO Fast is the oldest and most trusted website in the history of CS skin games. Feel like Gaben is unfair to you? On CSGO Fast you can open tons of profitable cases and pull that dream skin you've always wanted. They've got a huge variety of games, including intense case battles. You can even invite a friend and win together. Surely you all love raffles. CSGO Fast runs free raffles every 6 hours, giving away skins to random participants. Plus, they regularly host special events. Right now is their 10-year anniversary, just look at the prizes up for grabs. And if you're a true CS veteran, you already know the community has trusted CSGO Fast for years. That's why they have a loyalty system for regular users and a ranking system with extra bonuses. Do I even need to mention skin prices? You already know they're awesome. And if you don't want to deposit, no problem, you can always use the referral system to earn points. Use promo code CSGO News Live to get plus 10% to your deposit and a free case. The link will be in the pinned comment. Speaking of Falcons, according to Thorin, they've got a real shot at winning the major right now. Why? Well, because they've got two absolute powerhouse players on the roster, NiKo and Monesi. Signing both of them was, in his words, a brilliant move by the management. He also said people should stop bringing up the whole "they bought the roster with oil money" argument, because, I quote, "no other org could have pulled this off anyway." I mean, bro, that's exactly the point. No one could sign them except for Falcons, because they have a shit ton of money. Bro, what the hell? That is basically the point. Well, and the cherry on top is that Thorin compared Falcons' management to Vitality's management and claimed that the B squad's managers would have never been able to make moves like that. Yeah, for some reason Thorin leaves out a couple of key details. First, that Monesi wanted to play with NiKo more than anything in the world, and that was the main reason he joined Falcons. And second, unlike Falcons, Vitality didn't spend a dime on their most recent roster moves. They grabbed Flames just in time when he left OG and then picked up Rops after his contract with Faze expired. I mean, yeah, according to rumors, Zaivu has one of the highest paid contracts in all CS2. But let's be honest, guys, I think that NiKo is not that far away in terms of salary. Yeah, so in the end, the pieces don't fully add up for Thorin. Guys, what do you think? I know that you don't like his takes, but this, I just couldn't skip it because it's hilarious. I mean, does he even think what he's saying? Well, let us know in the comments below. And yeah, don't be really harsh on us, because we're just delivering his words. Now, something really funny and I should say brilliant as well, because on top of having solid management, Vitality also have one of the most experienced and cunning coaches out there. And he's not afraid to use every bit of intel against his opponents. How exactly? I'll explain now. So according to Extas himself, he just watches team vlogs, but not his own, his enemies. And that's where he gathers a lot of information, little habits and weak spots. For example, apparently Spirit are especially guilty of giving away too much. So after watching vlogs of Team Spirit, he and Apex just work together to figure out exactly how to punish those weaknesses. Can you imagine? So yeah, in many cases Vitality are just outplaying their opponents before the match even starts. Looks like it's time for Spirit to start reviewing their own vlogs, if they want to break Vitality's win streak at Austin Major. But well guys, maybe Spirit's recent losses aren't just about giving away their strats. Thorin also pointed out that the team relies way too heavily on Donk. According to him, if the other players can't put up decent numbers, the whole team just falls apart. Now, to be fair, Donk is the star player of the roster, but that doesn't mean every single teammate has to frag out. Everyone on Spirit has their own role, and that's what really matters. I mean, the players themselves have said it plenty of times. And if changes are ever needed, the org will make them, and players know that. But right now, there is no reason to shake things up, so once again, all Thorin really did was just highlight how insane Donk's level of play actually is, and how insane he himself is, to say something like that. I mean, bros, just recall S1mPle's prime times. When he was younger playing in Navi, he just used his teammates as bait, you know, to enter the site so S1mple can gather info and then clutch. And it's okay to do so, because they win, and because basically S1mple is a star player who can deliver. That's the difference. I mean, you kinda can hear how I'm excited to see S1mple playing at Austin Major again, right guys? Now, let's move on, because we have to talk about other things before Austin Major. One team that definitely isn't showing their top tier results right now is Big. To clear the air around the roster, the org actually held a huge press conference. There they laid out a few key points. First of all, no roster changes planned for now. BIG's management still believes in the current lineup, even if the results haven't been great. However, if things don't improve, they're ready to rebuild the roster, and for the first time, move away from their full German identity to form an international lineup. They are also planning to revive their academy team and keep paying competitive salaries to their players. Right now though, BIG is struggling, even at tier 3 online tournaments. The last huge win was a match against Aurora at PGL Astana, and that's basically it. While BIG's management is still focused on long-term results, S1mple is already locked in and ready to win trophies. According to the GOAT himself, he's back and ready to prove that he is the GOAT, that he can still drop numbers and dominate. He's hoping to show his full power at this event and beyond it, because he doesn't want to miss any more tier 1 tournaments. Sure, he's not playing at 100% just yet, but he believes that Faze will bounce back after IM Dallas, especially with Rain back in the lineup. And you know what? A lot of analysts are also talking about the so-called S1mple Effect, where players still start to shake the moment they see his name on the scoreboard. And if he can keep grinding and finding his form again, many believe that S1mple could finally take another shot at winning a major in the next few years. Guys, what do you think? Do we believe it? Drop your thoughts on S1mple in the comments below. By the way, Frozen also shared Faze's current goals, and right now the main focus is simply to make it to the playoffs. Yeah, I know, considering that they've reached 2 major finals in a row already, I mean, the previous year, aiming just for playoffs sounds like a pretty low bar, but given their current form, the priority is to stabilize with the new lineup, which is first, and only after that start talking about making it to another major finals. The team also opened up a bit more about Broky's replacement. Everyone agrees it was a necessary move, because without any changes, Faze would have just kept stagnating. But here's the twist. It turns out Broky wasn't the only one who could have ended up benched. According to Karrigan himself, he's been struggling lately in his role as IGL, and at one point he just can hang his mouse, and that's all. Get sidelined. Can you imagine that, guys? Karrigan finally ending his playing career? I just hope that he will do it winning something, not just because the roster falls apart. Now let's talk about FURIA, because I am tired of FaZe Clan. Their new Opper, Molodoy, has also shared some goals for the major. He says he's dead set on reaching the finals and winning it all, because he truly believes that the team has what it takes. At least that's what the FURIA players players themselves feel. A similar prediction, I should say, came earlier from a Kinder, who reminded everyone that the major is the kind of event where anything can happen. Underdogs can often make it to playoffs, and sometimes even finals. Just think back to the majors in Krakow and Rio, or Gamer Legion's run in Paris. So yeah, it's kinda all possible, but as long as you find the rhythm. And the chances are critically low, but there are still chances. And while players were busy sharing their major goals and promising to bring their A game, Sunpayus had some praise for his teammate Tunir. According to the Spanish Opera who will make it to G2 in the next season, the Belarusian talent is not only insanely skilled in CS2, but also constantly working on his mental game and sticking to a healthy lifestyle. Sunpayus wrapped it all up by saying that one thing is for sure: if Tunir doesn't make it to HLTV's top 20 this year, he absolutely will in the future. And I mean, yeah, obviously, because Tunir did great in the first stage of Austin Major, and I honestly think that he can deliver in stage 2. Now, my friends, let's wrap things up with a look at how the teams performed at stage 1 of the Blast Austin Major. 5 out of 6 teams that made it through the European qualifiers have advanced to the next stage. The only ones who dropped out were Metis Sport, because they lost all 3 of their matches. Moving on with just one loss are OG, led by NiKo, who topped the player ratings for stage 1. BB team, where Boomich keeps the team hyped and even threw a cheeky jab at wildcard and their owner after the win. And Nemiga, who made themselves known thanks to their loud captain and pretty unstable play. Speaking of Lear, the captain, there was a funny moment during the decider against FlyQuest. On the final map, down 6-10, he suddenly really had to use the bathroom, if you know what I mean. It was critical, he says. In his words, by 11-12, he was mentally battling between, please, I don't want to become the most memed person of all majors, and please don't go to OTs. So yeah, after the win, while everyone was celebrating, Lear just sprinted to the bathroom. He came back, fist bumped the team, and all was good. Also, we should mention teams who moved on with 2 losses and 3 wins. First of all, surprisingly, Tyloo, who gave us a wholesome interview moment with G.
Thank you, tell us what's going through your head.
What? Hand?
Head. Through your head.
Through your head.
What? Through your head.
What's my hand?
Yeah.
What are you thinking?
What are you thinking?
I know. Yeah.
He mixed up the cameras, thanked the fans, asked if there were any Chinese viewers watching, since it was super early back home, and even congratulated Lin Vision. Speaking of, Lin Vision also made it, but they will be remembered for Emilia's jumping on the table after their win. His celebration was so over the top, even his teammates looked surprised. And all of a sudden, Legacy made it through as well. They had a rough start, but managed to beat Imperial, Chingiz Warriors, and Wildcard to secure a spot in the next stage. As for the teams that were eliminated, all of them were from North America: Energy, Complexity, and Wildcard. The latter, backed by Amaranth, actually started strong with 2 wins, but then they lost 3 in a row and crashed out. FlyQuest had a similar story. They were solid in best of ones, but when it comes to a tougher match, they struggle. Now, my friends, stage 2 is where things get real. Faze and Falcons joining the fight, and Amati still had a shot at keeping North America in the mix. Looking at community pick'ems, most people bet Faze and Falcons to go 3-0, but I mean, Faze, they just started the tournament against Heroic, who already had some warm-up, you know? Kinda risky, but Falcons 3-0 is obvious. Other teams expected to make it through are BB, Heroic, 3D Max, Nemiga, FURIA, and OG. On the flip side, Legacy and Lin Vision are the favorites to go out 0-3. But the boldest pick'em of all, I guess I have to say this: NiKo himself picked OG to go 0-3. Maybe he knows something we don't, or maybe we're about to witness a match-fixing moment live at the major. I mean, I joke, guys, it's joke, don't get it serious. And friends, to top it all off, the first match of Stage 2 is Faze versus Heroic, so S1mple might finally get the chance to back up his words against the heroic noobs and bots. Or, well, young Star might just beat him again, just like he did not too long ago in Clash Royale. Yeah, the guys met the other day and had a play in Clash Royale, can you imagine? Well, and that's all for today, my friends. Thank you for watching. Austin Major Stage 2 is coming along the way. Now, don't forget to hit the like button, to follow our channel, and drop by in the comments below, because it helps us develop a lot. I'm not saying goodbye for a long time, my friends. See you soon.